the money shot. Wow, no wipe? You gonna wipe? No? All right. I wonder if there'll be a extreme zoom out one day, like iPhones have half-x zoom because of the third camera. Would adding a fourth camera allow them to do half-x zoom? Like extreme wide angle? I don't know. Or would it have to be in a different spot, like the middle of the back? I've never used Android phones. I mean, I used them a little bit, like 10 years ago, before just going to exclusively iPhone. I had a thing where I didn't like to sell my own product. Like, what do they say? You don't it or you eat, kind of like that. So I wasn't using iPhones for a while when I was selling all those used iPhones back in the day. I had a career as a used iPhone salesman. Some new ones once in a while, like the Prestige are selling new phones. You're like, wow, I can buy a phone for $1,000 and sell it for $1,200. Back then it was only like 500. So you could say, oh, I buy a phone for 500, sell it for 700, easy peasy. But after fees and profits, and then it was harder to get new phones. We were only making like $50. The guy that was supplying me, and I was selling them for off the phones, and then we'd have to split it 2 ways, so it was like $25 each. It was like, yeah, we could sell. We had a guy offering us like 20 phones a week, but it just wasn't. And it's $500 in your pocket like that if you can get 20 of those a week. But I felt like, I should be making more off these new phones, like all these fees and the profit split. So I don't know what that story leads to. Something about quantity versus profits, like low profit per piece, but high volume. I don't know. What's up there? Something in the bushes. I think it's a squirrel. So today, I just review Aster hit $2. Now it's at $1.43. The memes, the BSC memes went crazy. I don't know exactly. I didn't check them. Test was actually the first one to go crazy. Just did like 3x without blinking in a day. But then that was on Wednesday, I think. Broccoli was up 2x over the weekend. I guess Mubarak should have pumped. 4 pumped a little bit. I don't know what it's at. I haven't been tracking most of these memes. The Perp Dex betas went absolutely wild, right? Perp Dex is orderly and everything else. Thana pumped 50%. Just everything pumping. And this stuff has leverage, so you could long like 10x. Would have been safe. Even 5x, even safer. Oh shit, is that a little lizard? Little lizard, go into the hole. I love this that you don't have to get close. He's just waiting. Hi, no, I'll let you go, even though he's gonna run into the hole inevitably. He's right next to it. He's just waiting for someone to push him over the edge. Giggle Academy. So let's talk about memes. Actual on-chain place now. Giggle is sitting at 11 million from nothing. I think it launched on 4.meme, their main platform for deploys. And so you could have bought it, 10K market cap or something, even 5K. And 11 million, so a cheeky 2000x, why not? Put that in your back pocket, right? This is what's in my back pocket right now. $1? I thought I had another 10. Oh, there's $2. Wait. I think there's a 5. Yes, $6. Okay. So it's nice to have money in your pocket. I always say you gotta have money in your pocket. I used to carry a $100 bill in my pocket, but I kept losing it. So I stopped doing that after I lost it twice. I'm like, one time I had $400 in my pocket and I lost that. And I figured someone stole it from my house, but I can't prove anything. Plus, you wind up accusing people of taking your money. So I actually did lose $300 a few months ago, but my daughter found it and then she gave it to the school. I'm like, dude, why'd you turn it to the school? Because it literally, when I picked you up, it fell out of my pocket when I was pulling out a pen. He said he found. Oh, whatever. Then she turned it into the skull. And I'm like, oh, just donate it to the school, whatever. So, I'll talk about conviction. Oh, another play, Ass. So, it's unbelievable. Asterisk, the company. Asterisk. It's definitely Asterisk because you can't pronounce it. It's just a weird thing. Asteurs. Weird company name. There's a train coming up with those hills. Or it's leaving. Already passed. A weird name. Their original ticker was going to be Ass. So they had two tokens. Like they had a meme token. And I don't know exactly. Or they hadn't launched Aster that they were selling to investors. And then Ass that was tradable. But then when they actually launched, it was actually APX Apollo X. So I guess Aster, the swap, the token that just came out on Wednesday, was going to be called Ass originally. So it's a good meme, man. And it was sitting at 200K market cap. And I said, one CZ tweet from this is going at least 2 million, maybe even higher. So I said, I bought it 200K. I only bought $800 worth. Slightly under one BNB. I was going to buy one BNB and then I scaled it back. And I bought $800 worth. Because I'm like, really? This seems like a lot for a random meme. And sure enough, I got a ping from Penis Pump. Rositas posted the tweet in Dumpster. And then ping from Penis Pump. We got a reply from CZ that said the original name was going to be Ass. He didn't show the ticker at all. Of course, he never shows tickers. I mean... he referenced what the name was going to be, but he didn't post the contract address or say there was a meme about it. And then he said, he's like, glad they changed the name, or that could have went differently. So it got sent actually to close to 5 million market cap, I think like 4.7. And most of my sells were triggered. I think I set sells at like, I want to say I had sells at 1 million market cap to 2 or to 3 million. And then I had like a 5 million sell or a 10 million sell just in case. But still don't know how most of it triggered. I guess I sold too much by accident, limit orders in Pancake Swap. But anyway, so my 800, or actually about 900, became 7,500. So whatever, decent amount. Would have been 15,000 if I just held it all and sold it when I woke up, or when I saw the tweet a few minutes later. I actually saw it 10 minutes later because my phone is on silent when I sleep. Anyway, so he did tweet. It was obvious, so they got a bunch of replies about it because anytime he tweeted, someone would just say, isn't it true the original token was going to be Ass? So someone even had a reply bot. I think Naughty had a reply bot set up for that. So there's conviction and like not sure, being not sure. So I wasn't really sure. That's why I only put 900, which seems like a lot, right? $900 into a random coin that could go to zero. But in retrospect, I should have put like 5 or 10,000 in it, and I could have sold it for $100,000 profit because it did go 20x from my buy. But so this is conviction. It's when you're convinced that something's going to happen. No one can convince you otherwise. They can, but you have to personally have this conviction deep inside. And if you're not having this conviction, you really can't do anything. You can do copy trades, whatever, no conviction at all. Just let other people have the conviction. You're only hoping that the guy you copy trade is decent enough. So that's fine. But if you're going to trade yourself and buy things yourself, you need conviction. Anything you do, you need conviction, and you also need joy. You have to be happy about doing it. So this is the main driving factor, and hopefully that leads you to profit. So I didn't have much conviction. So APX was different. Guys, don't go in that hole. Maya, come on. Maya, don't go in that hole. So APX is different. I had conviction, a little bit of conviction. I knew it was going 10x. There's a quote of me saying it's going to go 10x. CZ has $100 billion to make it flip the market cap of hype. But I thought it would take a few months, and they were talking about it, the token swap on Monday, but it didn't pump until Aster actually completed the swap, and it went live on Wednesday. So then CZ tweeted when it was already up 2x, or the low was like 6 cents. Then it was 16 cents when CZ tweeted. So that put it on the map, but it went to 22 and then back down to 18. So there were multiple times to buy the dip on this coin. Obviously, if a coin goes 20x, you're gonna have multiple times to buy the dip. So this is conviction. So I just didn't know when. I wasn't really sure, and I didn't want to hold. So my conviction wasn't that it was gonna 10x this week once people could see it. Sometimes you have to have crazy price predictions and things in your head. So for your price target, you have to have these ideas for what's going to happen. You might just think, this is how I trade sometimes on these delisting coins. Oh, they're going to cabal it up to 10 or 20x. But in this case, APX, you can just say they're going to shill it as the competitor, main competitor to Hyperliquid. CZ just got out. Chaz, Zeus, come here. That he's getting the DOJ case dropped, or they're looking to drop it. I don't know about the $4.2 billion fine. He's trying to get a pardon from President Trump in exchange for 10% of Binance. It's funny that he pushes his stake. BNB actually went over 1,000. I think it hit like 1,090. I wasn't sure of the exact top. I thought 1,000 would be a price top, but it wasn't. Well, it was temporarily, then it went back down to like 975, and then up to 10, close to 1090. So your main ideas for conviction should have been, okay, it's definitely going to do this. It's definitely going this high. This is what's going to happen. People are just going to take wind. Everyone's going to try to short it. They're going to be blown out. CZ is going to set aside like $1 billion. Of course, he's not going to set aside his whole net worth of $100 billion, especially because it's mostly in BNB. Probably like 10% Bitcoin, mostly BNB. So he might have $10 billion in Bitcoin and then 90 billion in BNB. Nobody knows. What's the market cap of BNB, actually? 200 billion? Or is it straight like price is $1,000 and there's 100 million tokens? Is it like, or is it 69 million? 69 was a popular figure in crypto for token supply. Anyway, so I know it was rumored that he owned like half the market, half the BNB supply, but I think once he said he owns like 20% or 15, less than 20% of BNB tokens. Or maybe that was the company of Binance when he sold it. So if it was worth 100 billion, then yeah, it's worth he would have got a crazy amount of equity. And what was the equity paid in BNB tokens? I don't know. No, that means he would have had to sell to BNB investors. So it's complicated. Billionaires trying to calculate billionaire net worth. You just have to go on self-reports like Justin Sun, and then he tries to sue Reuters for the report, or Bloomberg, I mean. Speaking of Sun went to 3.6 cents from his tweet at 2.05 cents. So about 80%. Guys, don't be searching for snakes. That's basically what you're searching for, little critters in the ground. And what are little critters? Snakes. The big dogs can take hits. Smaller dogs are gonna be harder to save. Probably have more complications. Okay, so conviction is getting this idea in your head for why what you're doing is right, in crypto especially, investing, why you're gonna get rich. So there you have it. I hope I explained it. Conviction is It's like when you see the tweet, oh, someone's shilling it. No, this is their conviction, and they're hoping that you earn their conviction. You earn your own conviction through them. Then you start to spread it, start to post about it. It gets a number of views, and price goes up. That's it. Eventually, well, we don't want to see the price go up. So, yeah, it sucks I fumbled Aster 30x, but hopefully there's always other plays. But the problem is, it's in the future. It's unknown. Like, I'd rather have something known, making my 30x on $100,000, my $2.9 million, than unknown. Like, I want to make 5,000 here, 10,000 there. Because, come on, ass, you're not going to make $3 million on ass. Or maybe you could, like Fart Coin. Someone, when it hit 2.7 billion, I know someone made like $20 million on that. I even think James Wynn, when he longed the bottom at 220 million, no, it was like 194 million. And he sold it. How much did he long? Like, I think he longed $1 million worth and then made 5 off it or so. Anyway, so this is conviction, and this is why people get big accounts, show to all those followers. It helps improve their conviction. It helps reinforce it. When you're right, a lot of times, you just keep betting, and your conviction grows and grows every time. So that's the goal. Winning increases your conviction. Good luck, everyone. DM's open.